In today's episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I complete a raid, build an overpowered creeper farm, kill the Wither, and much more, all to prepare to work on mega projects that will truly establish this world and endgame as not just your average hardcore let's play. Before we begin, I would like to mention that this video will probably be the last of its type, at least for a good while, of the hardcore series, for from this point forward in the world, I want to focus more on mega projects which take considerably longer to do and are not just getting myself more equipped in the world. Future episodes will be less frequent, but also more impressive, more unique, and more, well, mega, so stay tuned for the rest of the series. With that out of the way, I believe that it is about time to get right into some hardcore Minecraft action. Hello everybody, Emmit45 here, and welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. Getting right into things, I immediately noticed that I was low on food. I want to get a few Totems of Undying so that I can cheat death in today's episode, and the best way to do that is to defeat a raid. However, there's no way I can currently beat a raid, given how tragically low I am on food. I need to do some serious cow and pig hunting together. Okay, now I have plenty of food. I already know the location of a pillager outpost that is very nearby a good raid village. You can now see me head directly over there, but wait. Right here, there is an island that with its biome set to ocean. Very unusual and a cool quirk of Minecraft's terrain generation. And right next to it are these insanely cool savanna cliffs. These look awesome. Okay, now we're at the pillager outpost. You can see me now killing a raid captain to get the bad omen status effect. If you don't already know, the only way to start a raid is enter a village with the bad omen status effect applied, so I'm doing a necessary step towards starting and then defeating the raid. Okay, now we're at the village. Let the battle commence! Yo, not only was that very fun, but it was also amazingly productive. I mean, I got freaking totems, items that allowed to be pretty much unkillable, that my texture pack may or may not replace with the Mogai. Anyway, as mentioned before, quite the battle. The next thing I wanted to do in the world was to make a powerful creeper farm. There are quite a lot of items that I would need to build it, so I might as well get gathering. So now I have everything we need to build this thing. I think it's just about time for a time lapse. So, there's 2 hours of building compressed into just over 30 seconds of time lapse. This thing works like a charm and I'm very glad that I made it. The next thing I want to do is to go hunt some wither skeletons so that we can fight the wither and hopefully emerge victorious. Wait, right here. In this clip I found something amazing. A skeleton wearing full diamond armor. I didn't even know that nether skeletons could spawn like that. This was some crazy luck. I knew that the only way I could reasonably stop the skeleton from despawning was to put it in a boat. So to prevent it from despawning, I rushed over to the nearest crimson forest hoping that the skeleton would not despawn. After chopping down a nether tree and making a crafting table, I learned the hard way that crimson boats only exist, so I couldn't stop the guy from despawning. I would just have to let him despawn and keep up the withered skeleton hunt. When it comes to hunting withered skeletons, some people get very lucky while everyone else gets very unlucky. I, however, got lucky. You were totally expecting me to say that I was somewhere between the two, weren't you? Well, no. Letting the statistics speak for themselves, I got the first skull on the 5th try, the second on the 19th, and the third on the 3rd, meaning that I had to kill 27 wither skeletons overall, whereas average luck would have you killing 60 instead. And that's not even considering the fact that I got stellar spawn rates and found a full diamond skeleton, the second full diamond mob found in this world thus far. So yeah, I got lucky. I knew there was a way to cheese the Withered Boss fight and knew roughly how to do it, but I needed a bit of a refresher. Because of this, I quickly looked up a tutorial on how to set up the area in which to cheese the boss fight, and I'm glad I did, because the tutorial reminded me that I could not damage the Wither with a sword with the knockback enchantment, which my sword had. Instead, I would have to damage it with my axe. Even though I would have seriously messed things up for the cheesing not to work, it was still nerve-wracking just summoning the boss. I placed the block, needed to summon it, and before we cut to the footage in which I fight it, I would like to note that the footage that follows is indeed in real time, not sped up and not slowed down. Here I am, building a quick little pedestal to hold my beacon. Just a quick build made from some sandstone, nothing too crazy. After I finish this, I want to start building an iron farm. That wasn't too bad. Luckily, the material list to build this farm is pretty small, so the resource gathering grind really wasn't that crazy. Now, just to build. Wait, actually, before I build it, this happened. Just watch. So yeah, last clip I got a trident, isn't that awesome? Well, anyway, now I'm at the farm site where I'm going to build a farm at this village here, and I'm starting work on the farm. I'm building a giant nether portal where the iron golems will go through. I'll probably be explained later. I'm following a tutorial by Shulkercraft on an iron farm designed by Mine the Fab. What I just built was the place where the villagers will go. The way these farms work is that villagers see a zombie and thus panic, summoning an iron golem which goes through the nether portals as soon as it spawns into a killing chamber in the nether. Building the portals and the place where the villagers are held went pretty smoothly, but little did I know that making the rest of the farm was going to be a whole lot of work. First, apparently I needed slabs for the design, which the materialist just straight up didn't call for. I was able to quickly get them and add them to the farm, but then came the next hurdle, getting the villagers into the farm. The tutorial didn't say to build a farm in a village and told us just to get the villagers from somewhere. Luckily, I was smart enough to build a farm in a village, but the farm also didn't call for rails that are necessary in getting the villagers into place. I was out of iron and frustrated at the low quality of the tutorial, so I rage quit. At least for then. But it wouldn't give up, so the following day, I booted up Minecraft again and started recording. Taking a step back, I realized that the best plan of action was to go caving until I had a decent amount of iron, craft barrels out of that iron, and literally push villagers up to the ramp and into their spots. It was tedious, but eventually I got 8 of the 12 villagers into place. The village I was in didn't have any other villagers who weren't nitwits, so who would be impossible to handle. Thus, I decided to lure a zombie in, make a quick killing chamber, and call the farm done, or at least as done as I was willing to make it. Although the rates of the farm are absolutely horrible, it is indeed an iron farm, and that's what counts, right? Anyway, now is a pretty darn good time to end off today's episode, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and with that, I will see you next time.